The Joe Rogan Experience.
You know, the guys, when I rocked up to that community, super friendly, really looked after
nice.
me. Yeah.
And you didn't speak their language?
Didn't speak their language. You know, one funny story, actually, in the Altai Mountains, it was a Kazakh family, so I'd always try to eat and rest up with them where I could. It was a Kazakh family in their sort of hut in the middle of the Altai, rocked up, 45 minutes inside, sipping on their chai, their tea, eating whatever they gave me. And towards the end, I was like, right, it's been 45 minutes, I need to make a move now. And just as I was about to say that, I looked at the guy, the man of the hut. It was a man and his wife, a girl. He's looking at me very weird, you know, eyes slightly squinted, slightly closed, like he's thinking of something, you know. He looks over to his wife or his girlfriend, and he looks back to me, looks back at his wife, and then all of a sudden, right there and then, in hand gestures, offered me his wife.
Whoa!
Right there, like that. That's sort of ancient.
Does he do this?
No, he just
when
pointed.
You say hand gestures.
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Here,
He pointed to the bed and then pointed at us, and then I didn't know what to do. You know, I was like, whoa. You know,
was she hot?
No, not really. No,
I was trying to get rid of her.
That's
it.
it.
She's yours now, bro.
Yeah, it was awkward silence for about 10, 15 seconds. We were all exchanging looks. She was looking at me. I was looking, and I just put on a fake laugh. A couple of seconds later, he laughed with me, and I made a swift exit. She continued breastfeeding a child. I was
so she was breastfeeding while
he
wanted you to take a piece.
Yeah.
Woo!
And I was like, is it one of those things that this actually happened, or will I leave and they're having a big joke right now and they're laughing away at the fact that, you know, you just never know, do you?
I'm going to guess if they live in tents in the middle of nowhere and there's 5 tents and it takes forever to get there, those people are probably freaks. They're probably doing some weird freak shit. They probably have no attachment whatsoever to sexuality.
Or maybe it's like, you hear, don't you, like to be really hospitable, like that's super hospitable, you know, but you do hear old school exploration. I've heard it before, but I didn't think in this generation, this day and age, that'd still be going on.
Well, they probably live in like old school Mongolians did.
Yeah.
You know, they're just a little wild sexually.
Right, yeah, in the far west, so that was a Kazakh family, so they would have come over the border, which is like mountain. You got the Altai Mountains, almost separate.
So this was in Kazakhstan.
This was West Mongolia.
West Mongolia.
But there's a heavy population of Kazakh. They're the ones that actually hunt. You know, the eagles. They're riding their horse. They got the eagle perched on their hand. They get foxes, wolves.
How different did they look? They look like the Kazakh is more of an area that's closer to what?
So Kazakh is right on the border. So you've got Mongolia sandwiched between Russia up north, China down south.
Because just the name Kazakh sounds Russian.
And then directly on the west, you've got Kazakhstan.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, I think that's the second largest first largest landlocked country in the world. Mongolia is the second largest landlocked country in the world.
Dude, and you're walking through this.
Yeah,
walking. So gangster.
And that was my first trip there as well, so I didn't have the money to do a recce like I did with China and Madagascar. I'd never been to the country. I rock up with the trailer.
When you show up at someone's tent, do you offer them something for food? Like, how do you work that out?
I had a piece of paper translated. It described who I was, what I was doing, why I'm here.
And you're hoping they can read in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's it. Hoping, and some, you're right, some couldn't. But again, you know, you see a guy looking a mess, you know, big beard down, looking in pain, looking hungry, looking skinny. Yeah. You pretty much know straight away you need shelter, food, water. So they did every time, and they were so friendly.
So you were counting on people being nice to you. That's amazing.
Yeah, and that's all I've ever done, you know. It's a human race. I love it. I love people. They're just so friendly, so hospitable. Even the UK, cycling the UK, is when I was 20, I was raising funds for the NSPCC. It was illegal sometimes to camp in a city. So I'd go and knock on someone's door. Knock, knock, knock. Do you mind if I set up my tent in your front garden or back garden, please?
Wow.
Only had the door slammed on me once. But he was an old guy, probably felt friendly. He just looked at me, slam. Just went back inside. I was like, okay.
Archie Bunker of that area.
But some families, they were fine. And
that's amazing but did you have any funds? Like, could you give them money for food if they weren't willing to give it to you for free?
Yeah, what did I take? So I took paper and pens for education purposes. They love, if you can give their child like paper, pens, they love it. The kids would just be playing with that, you know.
So you had like a barter thing going on? Yeah,
almost, but sometimes they just wouldn't accept it. They just plainly, simply like, no. I had that a lot in China as well.
So, but you didn't have any money?
Did I have? Yeah, I had cash with me.
But you never offered anybody any money for food?
No, did I? No. Yeah, no, maybe I did. Yeah, but they would just, again, they wouldn't accept it.
Wow.
Yeah, especially if I was sleeping the night, I would 100%. I'd take it, and they'd be like, "No, no," they'd stuff it down my trailer. They,
Really?
yeah. And then I learned that was it. Then I learned that it was offensive to offer them money because you're in their environment, and they know for themselves. If they see, I had a guy once run me down on a horseback from the distance, coming at me at speed, and it was all just to give me a bottle to take away with tea inside. I was like trying to offer. It's like, you came a distance. I've been watching you for 10 minutes, coming from a distance, little girl, just to give me hot water, tea. So yeah, I learned that it was offensive to give them money. It's almost saying that I'm better than you. I have money, you don't. But they're rich in life. They've got all of the livestock, the products they want to be given, and you're in their harsh environment. So I was like, wow, that's cool. So that's why I stuck to the paper and pens.
Wow.
But
what a life-changing experience that must have been.
Yeah, that's
Walking
it.
through a place where you don't know any language at all, meeting these people and having them take you in and feed you.
Yeah. Oh, it was incredible.
Did it renew your faith in people at all?
What's that?
Did it renew your faith in people?
It did. I've never
enhanced. I should say maybe better
enhanced.
than
I would
renew.
say it enhanced. Yeah, everywhere, all of the different countries and the travels that I've done, the people have just been absolutely amazing. And I'm always trying to give back in return. Sometimes they'll take it, which makes me happy. Sometimes they're just not interested, and they're like, "No, I don't want your money." In China, there was one that they gave me loads of food. They gave me accommodation. They then gave me breakfast. They gave me 3 days worth of food to take away with me along the Yangtze, and they just wouldn't accept my money, wouldn't accept anything. Then I'm like, "No, man, all the best."
Wow.
Incredible.